Well. Looks like we're in a brand new month, which means it's time to rewind and talk about the month before and all my favorite things that were in it. Today, it's gonna be a good old-fashioned favorite. It's one of my favorite videos to film because I love talking about all of my favorite things. And I have a really nice variety of stuff here. I've got makeup, fashion, run things, home stuff. I also have no makeup on because I am actually going to be applying the products that were my favorites this month so you guys can see them in action. I would love to hear some of your favorites over the last month as well, so leave them in the comment section. And if you have any thoughts on anything that I'm talking about today, I want to hear those too. Hit the thumbs up button if you do enjoy today's video and subscribe if you want to see more from me, and let's just jump right into it. All right, so before we get into the products, I want to talk about the vessel that is holding all of my products that I'm gonna be talking about today. So this is a makeup bag actually from Rare Beauty. I really wanted to mention this today because I get asked quite a bit what some of my favorite makeup bags are. This is a really great one. I took a couple day trips over the month of June, so I had to pack up all of my beauty things, and I used this bag and it was wonderful. The top section just opens as most makeup bags would, but it opens very wide, so you don't need to take everything out in order to actually see it all. I'm able to very easily see everything that's in here, and it fits a lot of stuff. That's another huge reason why I really like this. It's not a ginormous bag. It's not small either, but it's not ginormous, and it fits so much product, and very large products at that. Then the bottom section opens up flat. Then it has a mesh zip at the top over here, which is a great place to put brushes. So between these two sections, I'm able to fit all of my beauty things, my hair care, my skincare, my makeup, and even my brushes all in one little pouch. If you are traveling this summer and you're looking for a good makeup bag to fit all of your things, this is perfection. The Stay Slip Tint Concealer, I'm calling it right now, is going to be my concealer of the summer. I have already spoken about this, I believe, in one or two other favorites videos. Basically, since this has released, I have not been able to stop putting this on my face. There's a lot of concealers out there right now and that have been released over the last couple of months that are very much this vibe, this like medium coverage, slightly dewy, hydrating concealer. And I like a lot of them. The Tower 28 concealer, the serum one, is also beautiful. It's one of my favorites as well, but it's really just my ideal concealer formula. It's perfectly hydrating. It lasts all day. It doesn't crease. I don't find that I need to set it with any powder, and I find it's just always flattering no matter what's going on with my skin. While I blend out this concealer, this is another favorite of mine. I have not been able to stop using this brush from Makeup by Mario. It's the F4 brush, and it's a dual-ended guy, and I basically do my entire face with just this brush. Both of these guys are perfect sizes to basically do anything on the face. I always use the smaller side to blend out my concealer, and then I use the larger side to blend out my bronzer and my blush. And I really like the shape of the brushes as well. They kind of come to a little bit of a point, so it looks like a triangle and it's on a little bit of a slant. So I find that it just hugs the face really nicely, and I'm able to get pretty precise with my application as I'm blending things out. You're gonna see in this entire video, I don't think I'll be touching any other brushes other than this. It's just perfect. By the way, my concealer shade for the Stay Slip Tint is number 5. These are the new Makeup by Mario Self Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serums. I would just like to say thank you, Makeup by Mario, for blessing us with the absolute best, most stellar bronzing products, because they didn't just stop with the Skin Enhancer, which, as you guys know, is one of my favorite bronzing products ever. They said, we heard you, and we're gonna actually one-up ourselves and give you an even better, okay, maybe not a better bronzing product, but a just as good bronzing product that's slightly different to give you a little bit of a different look. Absolutely perfection for the summertime because they are very sheer and work so beautifully on bare skin. They're even more natural looking compared to the Skin Enhancer. These also have more of a glow compared to the Skin Enhancer. I have two shades that I switch between, light and light medium. Because I am a little bit more tan now, I'm gonna go with light medium, which is definitely much warmer. You can apply this in two ways. There's a pump, but there's also a doe foot applicator, which is really nice. And I just dot it wherever I would typically bronze, so across my forehead, on my cheekbone. And you could be messy with this. You don't really need to be too precise because it blends into the skin seamlessly. I'm gonna take the other side of my Makeup by Mario brush and just start to pat out this product. I would definitely recommend blending this out with either your fingers or a brush. I would not recommend applying this with a sponge because it's so serumy and lightweight. The sponge just soaks it up immediately, and you'll have to apply a lot more product to get the same result. So brush is definitely the way to go. I'm just the biggest fan of this product. It is so good. I've been using it over the skin enhancer, so that definitely says something. Hi, Editing Jamie here. I had to come on here just to mention the fact that I did not blend the bronzer on my jawline, and I am so deeply horrified by it. I wish I could go through the screen and blend my face. I'm like screaming at myself, Jamie, blend the jaw contour. I just need you to know that I know. And I'm so annoyed with myself, but it's okay. Enjoy. For blush, I got 2 new creams. These are the Huda Beauty blush filters in strawberry cream and peach sorbet. And I've actually been combining the two. Very much inspired by the sunset blush trend that has been going around on Instagram and on TikTok. So I'm first gonna take strawberry cream, which is a really, really pretty mauvey pink. And I've been putting it on like the higher part of my cheekbone. And then I take the peachier shade and I put 1 dot closer to like the apple of my cheek. And then I just blend it with a brush and I pat instead of swipe. So I pat, 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 and then blend it out. It gives a very, very, very subtle gradient. Got a new brown mascara fave, and they're both from Milk, and they're from the Kush High Roll collection. So this Kush High Roll mascara is a tubing mascara, and I was very excited to see that they came out with a tubing formula because it's really what I prefer to wear in the summertime when it gets really, really hot outside. It's hard to find a mascara that will really stay on, and a tubing mascara you really don't have to worry about because they don't smudge, they come off with water. And this one is really awesome. It gives a very dramatic effect to the lashes. And then the Kush High Roll Brow Tint. This is actually a pretty intense brow gel. It feels like it really grips onto each individual brow hair because it makes your brows kind of rock hard actually, which I really like. It's a very long wearing brow gel. It is also tinted. I use the shade Dub, which is a very warm brown. My natural brow hair is very cool tone, so I like something a little bit warmer to pull in the warm tones of my very fake red hair. And as you can see, as I'm applying it, it also dispenses a lot of pigment. And so it kind of fills in your brows at the same time. You kind of need to be a little bit careful with it, I find. Because if you just go in and haphazardly apply it to your brows, it's going to go everywhere and look a little bit crazy. But if you just very lightly apply it, you can get a pretty nicely defined brow look with just the gel. So this is before, after. For the mascara, I'm just gonna curl my lashes first. I find the formula of most tubing mascaras to be a bit on the heavier side. So it does kind of weigh down the lashes a little bit. I feel like that's just probably the nature of this type of formula. So with some mascaras, I don't really feel like it's necessary for me to curl my lashes, but with this one, I do feel like it is because it doesn't really curl the lashes otherwise. It's a very spiky wand, so it gives some nice separation to the lashes and good volume too. I definitely wouldn't say that this gives like a very natural look. It makes the lashes look kind of clumpy, but in a good way. It lasts all day long. It really depends what you like in your mascara, but I've been really liking this look. This is a new formula from M Cosmetics. It's called the Tinted Serum. It's a very interesting formula because it's a stain that's buildable and it also has some shine to it as well. I'm first gonna line my lips with Up and Down Tan from Makeup Forever. This color is called Arcane. It looks like a deep berry in the tube, but you can apply it way sheer on the lips. So I just put a couple dots on the center of my lips. And then I blend it with my finger. And it's crazy because this color looks so much deeper in the tube, but on the lips, it just translates to be such a perfect your lips but better shade. So if you want this to be a little bit more intense, you can get there. So I'm gonna layer it just so you guys can see. Because it's a stain, it does leave behind some color as it fades away. This is not a drying stain at all. I would say it's the exact opposite. Very comfortable. There is hyaluronic acid in this formula. And what I love about this formula is I don't really have to reapply it too often. It really lasts so nicely and comfortably on the lips. I would totally leave this lip as is, but I also really want to show off this Fenty lip oil because this is another one of my favorite products over the last month. This is the new Fenty lip oil in the shade Frosted Buns. I actually put it in this little Fenty lip gloss holder that you could put on your keychain. So this literally hangs from my keychain, which is amazing because that means it's always with me. This lip oil is not your typical lip oil, okay? A lot of lip oils that have been launched are quite natural looking. They're kind of meant to just give a light wash of color to the lips. This is also very sheer, but I don't know if the camera's gonna be able to pick it up. There is a shit ton of shimmer in here, and there's shimmer in like 13 different colors. There's pink, there's gold, there's bronze, there's even a little bit of a purpley blue. It is just packed filled with shimmer. You could totally wear this on its own because it's a bronze base. It just warms up the lips a little bit but doesn't add too much color. Or you can totally apply this on top of a lip color like this, for example, and it's not gonna really change the color too much. And it feels so nice and buttery on the lips. It's not sticky at all. I mean, look at that. I feel like that makes my lips look 5 times the size. So stunning. So that's everything for all of my makeup favorites. Now let's get into some of my hair care favorites. So ever since I got these curly K-tip hair extensions, I have been wearing my hair curly more than ever before. So I've gotten well acquainted with my curly hair products. This is one of my favorite hydration products. It's the Aveda Be Curly Advanced Curl Enhancer Cream. This is supposed to define, fight frizz, add shine. It does all of that. It's lightweight enough where it doesn't weigh my hair down, but it also has the perfect amount of hydration and hold. I actually use this in my curl routine in the vlog that I posted last week, so I'll link that down below if you want to see me actually use this. Another curl cream that I love is this Bondi Boost Curl Boss Styling Cream. This is another perfect curl cream. So these have been my 2 go-tos. Then for my gel, if you saw my vlog, then you saw the very unfortunate accident that happened where my Orbe Curl Gloss Hydration and Hold Gel spilt in my drawer. It was very upsetting. I lost like about this much product. Gels are really tricky. You want a gel that's gonna give you hold. That's kind of the whole point of a gel, but you don't want it to be over the top. Like a little bit of a light cast around the hair is nice because that just means that your curls are probably gonna last a little bit longer. It's gonna really tame that frizz really well too, but you also don't want it to be too crunchy. And this just gives such good hold, but it's not over the top where it makes my hair like too crunchy or almost wet looking. When I use this in combination with the other creams, they make my curls look great and they also allow my curls to last like up to 4 days. The last hair product that I wanted to mention is this little guy from Briogeo. This is the Style and Treat Yuzu and Plum Oil Sleek Stick. Now, I actually saw an influencer ad on Instagram that totally influenced me and got me to purchase this. Like I watched that ad and then I went to order this off of Sephora immediately. What I don't love so much about typical wax sticks is that they make the hair feel really heavy and really sticky. And whenever I would use one of them, I would feel like I would want to wash my hair immediately. What I liked about this is that this is not a waxy product. It's more oil based than anything else. Castor seed oil is actually the first ingredient in here. So I can use this on my clean hair and not feel like I have to wash it right away. So the stick looks like this, and you basically just use it to smooth out any frizz or flyaways, and it does a really, really great job of doing exactly that. I already had it in my hair actually. It really does the job. It doesn't leave too much of like a heavy residue on the hair. It just makes it feel like you have a little bit of like a hair oil in there, but it does also add a nice amount of shine. I wouldn't use something like this if I was going to a wedding, for example, and I wanted my hair to be really, really slicked back. I would probably use a typical wax stick, but for day-to-day use, this is actually ideal for me. So those are all of my beauty related favorites. Now let's get into the other stuff. So you might notice that there's been a candle burning back there this entire video. Let me grab it. I'm just gonna blow it out because I don't wanna accidentally light something on fire. Saw my last vlog, or if you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, then you already know exactly what this is. But if for some reason you missed it, this little candle right over here is my candle in collaboration with Malo the brand. I'm realizing this right now. This is actually so cool because I have mentioned Malo the brand in my favorites videos for the last like 3 years. And to be able to be holding up my own candle collaboration with them is the coolest thing ever. This is obviously the biggest favorite of mine over the last month. I developed a candle with Malo the brand, and when they asked me what type of candle I wanted to create with them, I had one thing in mind and one thing only, and that was Gus, my cat. I had this vision of creating a candle that was inspired by the way my cat Gus smells. Every time I say that out loud, I know it probably sounds so insane. I believe the reason why cats smell so good is because they kind of just lie around all day in your things. So they end up just picking up the scents of the things that are around them. So for Gus specifically, he smells like a mix of both laundry and my everyday perfume, because whenever I go in to hug him, my perfume kind of rubs off on him. So he gets a little bit of that scent on him as well. And then on top of that, he also has this little bit of musk that is just very much his own fragrance. And then the combination of all of that is just delicious. So I wanted to create a candle that embodied that scent and that feeling. So this candle has a mix of rose, vanilla, lemon, and musk. So because we're in the summertime, I really didn't want to create a scent that was too heavy. So this is a very light scent. It's very delicate, but it's still so gorgeous and cozy and warm and sweet and a little bit floral. I don't love floral heavy fragrances at all, and I've actually had a couple people ask me if they don't like the scent of rose, would they like this candle? And the answer is absolutely yes, because none of the notes are too overpowering at all. Everything is very much on the same level. So when you sniff it, you don't even really get rose as like an overwhelming note. It just adds this little bit of almost like freshness to the candle. And then the vanilla adds the sweetness, lemon adds another clean, fresh note, and then the musk just gives it that je ne sais quoi. And a cute little side note, I made the label blue to match Gus's beautiful blue eyes. So proud. Love it so much. It's been burning nonstop in both my office and in my house. Let's get into some fashion favorites. I think my most worn top in all of June, without question, was the tube top from K6. K6 is actually another Montreal-based small business, and they make the most wonderful basics. And they recently launched these tube tops, and I got two colors, this gorgeous rusty brown color, which is one of my favorite colors to wear. And then I also got this lovely olive color, which is another one of my favorite colors to wear. I've just been loving anything strapless lately, especially with my curly hair. This is gonna sound so weird if you don't have curly hair or have never thought about this, but with my curly hair, I feel like there are certain necklines that look better with it. If you have curly hair, please tell me if you understand this feeling. And strapless tops are by far my favorite neckline for my curly hair. This probably sounds so weird, but it's the truth. Anyways, this is such a versatile top. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. I actually have a matching pair of sweatpants shorts in this color, and I wear it together, and it creates like a really cute casual but still very put together set, and have really just proven themselves to be such a staple in my closet. The one thing I will say is consider sizing up in the tube top. I am typically a small in all of K6 clothing, but I got a medium in the tube top because it fits quite small. There are two pairs of shoes that I wanted to mention, both polar opposites of each other. The first pair are my birthday shoes that I got from Sam Edelman. They are the Corey pumps. I am really not a heel girl. I don't wear heels that often at all. When I do wear heels, they are kitten heels. Like, I'm talking this big, okay? But for my 30th birthday, I just wanted to wear like the highest heels possible. And I've been eyeing these Sam Edelman Corey heels for a while because they just look so fun. I love the chunkiness of them. It's a super chunky heel, super chunky platform with a little ankle strap, and they are intense. For sure. They're very, very, very high and definitely a huge statement, but it was my 30th birthday and I really wanted to make a statement. So I got them in the silver shade, and I also got them in the off-white cream shade because I wasn't sure which color I wanted to get, and I figured I would just return the ones that I did end up wearing. I ended up going with the silver ones, but kept the cream ones because I love them so much and figured, you know what? They're pretty different from each other, so I think I can get away with keeping both. Despite these being so incredibly tall, I think they're close to 5 inches in height, they were so comfortable to wear. I wore them for hours and I never felt like I wanted to rip them off of my feet, which is quite impressive considering how tall these are. I think because the platform is quite big and the slope isn't super intense, it makes for like a fairly comfortable heel. It made me so tall. I think I was 6'1" or 6'2" in these because I'm already 5'8", and I kind of love that. Final fashion item and second pair of shoes that I wanted to mention are these Mary Jane flats. I just recently spoke about these in the products that I was influenced to buy video because my friend Tiff totally influenced me to pick these up after I saw her wearing them because they just look so cute on her. So these little Mary Janes are from Madewell, and these are by far my most worn pair of shoe so far this summer. I was worried that getting these in a bright red wasn't the best idea, but I'm really, really, really happy that I did because even though red is definitely not a neutral, I find that they go with pretty much every single outfit that I wear, and it just adds such a fun pop to my feet. These work with literally any type of outfit, whether it's more casual or even a little bit fancier. They look really wonderful with dresses, and I really love them with jeans, especially the red color. I love how the red just kind of peeks out underneath the jean and it looks really fun. If you follow me on Instagram or if you've watched some of my recent vlogs, then you know that I have recently gotten into running. And things have gotten pretty serious because I recently decided that I'm going to train to run a half marathon. I only started running in February, and I went from somebody who never ever ran and could barely run like 1 or even 2 kilometers, and I ended up training to do a 10K in May. I finished that and I really got the running bug. And I have continued my training, and now I'm looking to potentially do a half marathon, hopefully in September. So my training has gotten a little bit more serious. I've been running a whole lot more, and I decided that I wanted to invest in a running vest. Now, I actually spoke about a running vest previously. I think it was even in my last favorites video. That running vest is great, but it was my boyfriend's and I would always steal it from him. So it didn't work out great because we would basically fight for the running vest. So I figured it was time for me to get my own. And I ended up picking up this guy from Salomon, and I absolutely love it. I actually like it a lot more than the other running vest. I find that it fits me a lot better, I guess because the other one was geared more towards my boyfriend, who is a lot bigger than me. So this one actually fits me perfectly. It fits truly like a glove. I always get asked why I use a running vest, and it's really simple. I basically just use this to hold my stuff. I really don't like those waist belts. I find them to be pretty uncomfortable, and they bounce quite a bit when running. It comes with these really flexible water bottles which fit in here and here, which is also key because I drink a lot of water when I run. Speaking of running, I've already mentioned this a couple times on my channel, but I want to mention it again. My Garmin. When I started running, I was using an Apple Watch to track all of my runs. My Apple Watch very quickly started to die on me. I'm not even joking. Within 15 minutes of me wearing the watch, it would die. So I decided to get a new fitness watch, and I really didn't want to invest in a new Apple Watch because I don't really use a smartwatch day to day. So I didn't need all those like smartwatch bells and whistles. I had heard very good things about Garmin's. Garmin's are known to be kind of like the best type of watch to wear if you are a runner. There are so many different types of Garmin's, and it's honestly the most confusing thing ever. I don't know why they have so many different kinds. I really wish they narrowed down their product line to like 5 solid models, but they have like 20. It's crazy. So it was really confusing, and I didn't really know what model to go for, but after doing a lot of research and watching so many YouTube videos, I ended up going with the Vivo Active 5. I just felt like the best option for me because I really didn't need such crazy bells and whistles in the watch. Like I said, I just want it to be great for running, and I wanted to look like somewhat cute on my wrist, so the Vivo Active 5 was the perfect option, and I love this. It works so well. The battery life is incredible. It lasts for like a solid 2 weeks. I was a little bit worried that I would find this to not be super useful when running, but I actually really do depend on it quite a bit. I use it to track my pace, and it integrates so nicely with the training app that I use called Runna. And when I'm completing my different training programs, it actually tells me exactly what I need to do directly from the watch. So overall, big fan of this, so happy that I got it, and it's like the biggest necessity for me for my run. Oh my god, wait, I have one more thing that I wanted to talk about. This is a very long favorites video. I feel like I have not stopped talking for quite a long time. I'm just gonna zoom you in because I wanna show you my earrings. One really amazing thing about TikTok is that you can find some really great artists and small businesses. I stumbled upon a video of this jewelry maker who was making the most gorgeous jewelry, and I ended up following her and just binge watching all of her videos. Her shop name is Liz Fox Roseberry Shop on Etsy, and a lot of her earrings are like combos of jackets along with studs, and it's really fun because you can wear them in so many different ways. And a jacket is basically something that goes over the post of the stud, and you can either put it behind your ear like I have on this ear, or in front like I have on this ear. And these are the exact same earring, but I'm wearing one on one side and the other one on the other, so it gives like a really cool asymmetrical look. I also got this cherry guy, which, oh my god, is the cutest thing ever. And then this is another fun little wavy pair. If you're looking for some really fun, like funky earrings, would highly recommend checking her out and supporting a really awesome small business. All right, guys, that is everything. I feel like I did not stop talking today. I really hope that you enjoyed today's favorites. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments as per usual, and hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I think it's because I had a lot of coffee before filming. I just didn't shut up.